time.
He be acting like he David Ruffleman.
Like you make this seem like you make black people time look early. Man, you're a nigga.
No, man.
Like,
I would have been here at fucking 6 o'clock.
This podcast is the perfect example.
You on black people time. I mean, granted, we were supposed to originally do this at what? 3 o'clock? Then we ended up changing it to 3:30, and then he was like, "No, give me like 3:50." I said 4. It like somebody hit you in the eye.
But
yes, this shit red as fuck.
But you gotta understand, check this out, right?
This shit red as fuck.
When y'all changed it to 3:30, I was already here. I was already on the west side.
Basically, we on episode 4. We just started off with our conversation. So, my great and honorable co-host. He got a bottle right there.
I don't know, something like drink.
No, you know I got nothing to drink.
What are you drinking here?
Water.
All right, let me some water.
I don't have no
you
water.
Need
water. So how the fuck you drink water if you don't got no water?
I drink it from the faucet, like people from the projects.
Nah,
I do.
Not this faucet.
I do.
Here.
You better drink that hard ass water.
Right. Bro, that water when everybody fucking birthday. That's a birthday. Everybody shit.
Well,
all right.
Yeah, we might have fixed this little late shit that you be pulling.
Man.
Yeah. Look, we all got our issues.
I'm thirsty.
Your timing is toxic.
I'm still thirsty.
Your timing is toxic.
I'm still thirsty from that run.
Yeah, we ran this morning or this afternoon. We ran about 2.7 miles, 2.7.
My fucking eye is fucking red as fuck.
Yeah, when you smoking?
I wish. Yeah, both of them would be red.
Hey.
Come in just a little. Move in just a little. All right.
I'll be down that alley soon. I'm gonna start smoking some weed.
I can't see Rob smoking.
I can't see
you
him
will
smoking.
soon.
I can't see him smoking.
If I go in there, he's like,
Rob,
Once I get out, you'll see.
Rob gonna hit the weed. He gonna be like, this ain't nothing.
He smoke, fucking head all in his stomach.
Hey man,
he gonna try and put a cat in the oven. No, but welcome to the 4th episode of Toxic Ass Podcast. We got some great topics today. Today we want to talk about a few topics as far as like cheating. I think that's gonna be a good one because we're ready to share our stories.
I got no stories.
You should shut your ass up.
Put my stories out there.
Put your stories out there.
My story too graphic.
Cheating, being bored in a relationship, ghosting somebody, and we're gonna try to squeeze in catfishing or being catfished, and trying to talk to somebody's ex, like especially if it's like somebody you cool with. All right, so stay tuned. We can go ahead and get this party started. All right, let's go. All right, so first topic for today will be cheating. So from the eyes of male perspective on cheating, we're gonna start off with Mr. White.
No, I'll start off with me. I
you gotta start off.
I need to be the last one to go.
Start off, bro. Go ahead. Start off. I mean, what do you define as cheating? Let's start off with that.
I don't know. So this how I feel, right?
First say, look, he ain't wait.
See what happened was
he ain't take no time. He was like, look, let me go ahead and tell my story. Go ahead, bro.
I ain't gonna tell my story, but I'm gonna say like why you should cheat. And why you shouldn't cheat?
Oh God!
Bro, you gotta put it, into
go ahead.
Perspective. So if you with someone and you don't want to be with them, and they know you don't want to be with them, but they holding over your head, that y'all got it's kind of hard to get out of certain situations. So I feel like if you know I'm not happy. And you ain't doing nothing to make me happy, because nobody really can make you happy. But you ain't doing things to like bring joy into my life. I'm gonna try to go and get joy other places. Like, and that's what it is. Like, if I'm not getting no cheeks, right? Put it in perspective. If I wasn't getting no cheeks, I want the world to think I ain't getting no ass.
No, listen, we just talking about your story.
No.
Yeah.
But so I was getting no cheeks, and I wanted some cheeks. I'll tell my wife I ain't getting no cheeks, or my girl ain't getting no cheeks. I need some more ass, and she be like, "Nah, fuck that." That's when you go out. But when a woman go out and fuck other niggas, it'd be like, all right, I was giving you all the dick you wanted. Why you go out and get some more dick? If conversation and being called beautiful is what I was lacking. Somebody can go out there and call you beautiful and conversate with you. But I'm giving you the dick though, so why you getting more dick out there? It'd be this different. You understand what I'm saying?
No.
No.
Bro, it makes
hard no. But the reason why I say that is because like,
bro, if I ain't getting no cheeks and I'm married, this is why married man cheat. Because usually they ain't getting
for
no
yourself.
ass. But do you get ass?
Yeah.
Okay then, you got no reason to cheat.
But no, don't even go there, Rob, because we got a story. Yeah, you remember your story too?
What story?
The fishy.
What?
The POF story.
Oh yeah, but
that's still cheating though.
I mean, technically,
it is.
Technically,
you had the intent to cheat. It's like the intent to murder. You had the intent to cheat.
Yeah, but
there's levels.
But
no, ain't no levels. It's all cheating.
No, we say attempt to murder. Attempted murder is
the intent. The intent and the intent is two different things.
You can go to jail for the.
You can't go to jail for the intent to murder. If you had if you was trying to plan a murder and the police found out about it, they'll lock you up because you had the intent to murder somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it makes sense. But anyway, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying.
Everybody got a hat with me.
Man, we're already in the middle of the goddamn. We
good. We'll be all right.
Cut it and
that's how 85 South. No, that's how 85 South show be doing it. Come on.
You
shout out to 85 South show. I love y'all podcast.
You gonna cut the tape and then you gonna have.
I don't cut tape. I'm straight. We just vibing.
All right. Hey, this nigga don't really got a hat on. He got a beanie on. That shit name all the way on his head.
Right. That man like a pack of Newports coming in here. Nah, but go ahead though. Back to what you were saying though. So back to what I was trying to say about what you said. So like, for one, people cheat for different reasons. It can be because of lack of emotion, lack of sex. Okay. They're just bored. They're not happy, but they have children and stuff like that involved, so they know it'll be a messy divorce, things of that nature. But at the end of the day, it's still wrong. Whether you cheat because you're not getting no coochie or enough dick, or if you're cheating because you feel like you're not complete in something, this is where active conversation and active communication comes in. Because it's just like, all right, I'm communicating how I feel. Now, in the process of this, if you feel like, and I've cheated, in the process of this, of you communicating and you feel like your words are not getting across, or the way you feel is not being understood or respected, then you just have to figure out what can I do to get out the situation. And sometimes, as men or women, this is all people, we feel like we're trapped. And when we're trapped, what do? What do a trapped animal do? They just go for the best next thing, to try to get out of a situation. So I feel like when humans and when people feel like they're trapped into a relationship, they feel like, well, if I step out, this is my cry for help, saying I need to get the fuck out of this. But we don't realize that we're not only just hurting the people who we, don't want to be with, which, we don't want to be with them anyway, but we're also hurting ourselves. And then we have children involved, they see that, they pick up on that, they think that that's behavior that's meant to be replicated in the future. So, speaking from my experience, I've cheated, and my excuse was, well, I'm not happy. Well, she don't want to divorce me. Well, I'm the sole provider, things of that nature. But it was just like at the end of the day, when I finally got my divorce and I finally separated from this situation, I was like, this is so much easier because now I can do what the hell I want to do, and I have no repercussions for it because it's my body. I'm not attached to nobody, and whatever bodies I claim and take, they know and understand that until I say your girlfriend, we have no attachments. We're just friends, or we just, acquaintance, or we're just people who do grown folk activities.
Okay. So here's one of my analogies I like to use. So if somebody go kill somebody, right? It's obvious. It's on camera. Everything's been recorded. They know that person did it. Hands down. Why isn't that person just go straight there? Why we even got to go to trial? What's the point of going to trial when it's obvious? It doesn't matter when, what, where, and why. We know it happened. That person did it. It's obvious. Now, the reason why I bring that up is because, okay, of course, cheating is wrong. We all know cheating is wrong. It's called, regardless of circumstances, it's still wrong no matter what. So the issue that I have is that every time when most women, probably all of them, why you do it. But then when you say why, then but it's wrong. Then why are you asking me why? If you want to know why, let me tell you why. I'm not saying me telling you why is an excuse. I'm just giving you the reasoning and the thought process and why I did it. I'm not saying it so that you can look at me and think, water it down. So that's why I like to always bring that up, because a lot of times in situations like that, it's almost like no one really wants to know the real truth. They want to know the truth, but they don't really want to know why. So, yes, I agree. Cheating is wrong. We all know this. No one's retarded. We all know it's wrong. So now that we got that out the way, cheating is wrong. Now, I would love to just leave that perspective, throw it out the window, because we all know it's wrong.
God damn, if I had $1 for every time you said cheating was wrong, I'd be a rich man right now.
So, now, with that being said and established, let's actually talk about why. I don't want to talk about if it's right or wrong anymore. Let's talk about why. Because females or men really want to know why. If my old lady cheated on me, do I want to know why? Yeah, maybe in my next relationship, maybe something I need to do differently that I did not realize about myself. So I take it as a learning curve when I move on to the next. Go ahead.
It's different when women cheat.
You know what?
Hey, that's a good topic right there, because a lot of men agree with me.
Yeah, it is different when women cheat, because it's emotional. It's hard. It's emotional for not just them, but for us. Because, bro, you gave this woman your everything, right? For one, you told this woman that you loved her and you want to be with her, right? That's a hard thing for a man. It's a tough pill for a man to swallow, to say that he loves somebody and to be vulnerable to that person. Mm-hmm. So when that person betrays your trust, it's like, fuck. You got another nigga beating your shit in, and it's like, what the fuck?
No, for me, it's like, man, I've been trying to get out of this shit, and the whole time I'm trying to get out of this shit, you telling me, nah, we forever. Why you getting your back blown? what type of shit is this?
Right.
So it's like, bro. And then I've been sitting here providing. I've been a provider. What type of shit is that? That's like my dog. I've been raising them all my life, and this motherfucker come and just goddamn bite my face off. I'm like, damn, that gotta put you down. So that's how I feel with it. I ain't gonna kill her, but but damn.
So here's my thing. This is why I think it's worse for women. I know it's gonna sound sexist, but I wish some women would really sit down and think about why we feel this way. So when a man cheats, for the most part, they're not cheating because they want to find love in the person that they're having sex with. They're not cheating because we feel like we're missing that love and affection, so we need to get it from them. Let's be real. On average, most of the time, it's certain get your rocks off, or it's new booty. And other than that, you don't want to I want to go marry the next person that I go sleep around with. It's not even about that. But a lot of times with females, when they cheat, there's an emotional connection there. So when I used to talk to my homeboys about it back in the day, one way we used to always talk about it is like, our dicks is on the outside. So we actually are actually putting it inside. If I know another man is drilling my old lady, it's gonna hit different because he's in her inside. He's like, now she is beneath him at that point.
Then there's something that you just said, right? And it's a saying. It said, you gotta look at the male and female as the key and lock. You have a master lock, and the master lock can unlock all doors. If you have a lock that opens to any key, that's just a shitty lock.
Yeah.
And that's real shit.
I don't think you said it. I remember the same post.
Yeah, it was like
I understand what you were saying though.
It's not. It was a lock that can be unlocked by any key is just a shitty lock. That's exactly what it is. Just think about it.
It makes what you said makes sense. But I seen the same post though. It was something about a master key and all this crazy shit.
Oh, if you want to go cheat,
it makes sense.
Why are you doing it? Because you're looking for emotional attachment?
No.
Oh, you just want to get your rocks off?
No, fuck these hoes. I'm just goddamn getting everybody, right? But it comes to a point where, if you're not getting emotional support at home and no booty, shit, you going out and then you got them like, damn, I wish my shorty was like this. Damn, I wish it make you like just make you think, you know.
It's the excitement of it. It's the new feeling, you know.
Yeah.
Like for instance, you know, I had a conversation and it was talking about depression and how, you know, a person told their spouse that they was depressed, and the spouse was just like, "No, you're not." And it's like that's not fair because it's just like, you know, you don't know what your partner going through. When a strong man tells you he's tired, listen. And I've heard that before, and it's so true. Like, if a strong man tells you he's tired, listen, because now he feels like his home base, his place of solitude, that he can come and share his open, intimate feelings about. Like, you're not being able to understand him, so he can go. I mean, just goes back to women. He's gonna find it somewhere else. If a good looking woman comes to him and be like, listen, tell me your story. What's going on with you? Let me help you. Let's find a therapist for you. This, that, and the other. He's gonna be like, damn, well, you doing more for me, and I barely know you, than the person who I've been knowing for years can do. So why not share intimate, you know, an intimate time with you, you know, an intimate moment with you. So I can understand that. But does it make it right? No. But at the same time though, it's understandable. So something that I've heard before, that Charlemagne said, is that some situations they're understood, even though they almost in a sense of justifiable. But it's still not right. Like, you're justified for doing something. You're justified for acting a certain way based on how, you know, you were treated or how something happened. But when you commit that same thing, you're not just as wrong, but you're just as wrong as the next person. So
I think that a lot of times when it comes to like men or women that's cheating, once you catch that person cheating and you see how that other person that they cheated with looks like or their demeanor, I know it's kind of shitty, but I think you should really look at like, okay, he cheated on me with this woman. This woman looks like she has her shit together. This woman, from when I read text message between the two of them, she seems more engaged into like his actual feelings and what he has going on. She does this. And I feel like at that point, you got to really evaluate and be like, okay, I do feel like no matter you're married or whatever, just once you're married, the competition don't stop. It don't stop.
That's a good, yeah.
It doesn't stop. You don't get to just relax, because I'm telling you right now, day one of your marriage and day 5 year, you're not going to be the same person. So you have to constantly evolve in your marriage or your relationship over time. And if you want to stay behind the power curve, while you still there playing Nintendo 64, this nigga gonna be on the Xbox One. Mm-hmm. And then you're gonna be left behind in the power curve and be wondering like, what did I do wrong? It's what you didn't do. You didn't even evolve as a person. You thought that when I first met him, I told him I loved him and I gave him my heart and soul, and I think that's okay. Love is never enough. I don't care what no one say, because love don't pay the bills. It don't.
Yeah, it don't.
It don't pay the bills. So women need to get out that mindset like, well, I love you, so this is why I did. And I want you to stay. That's not enough.
The only thing love give you is bad credit and a headache sometimes. I ain't gonna even lie.
A wise man once said, marriage is nothing for the man to gain, but everything for the woman.
Yep. It's everything for them. Because they don't want the wedding. Shit. Look, take me to the courthouse. I'll sign the papers. And
all their life, they've been wanting wedding. They've been wanting the kid. You ever seen a little boy play with a damn baby doll? I mean, I have, but like usually it's the other way. It's the little girl.
Yeah, but that's the thing too, right? Like, and then women talking about I want a traditional wedding, but they don't understand that it's the parents of the bride that's supposed to pay for the wedding. It's not supposed to be you. Like,
you'll rarely get that, because most of the time these women parents ain't shit either. I'm just saying, like, you know, that's how it goes. Unless they came from a wealthy background, you're not seeing, especially like a black family. If you got a black girl, I ain't trying to put down black people, but 9 times out of 10 they're not paying for the.
I mean,
wedding.
I was lucky. When I got married, they covered the wedding, and they also paid for our furniture. They bought our furniture for as like housewarming gifts, a bed, couch.
See, that's rare though. Yeah. Like a lot of times you won't find that. Like, so I don't even put that past anybody. Because you don't got it, you don't got it. So that part I didn't even know until you told me that one day. I was like, oh shit. I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that until
they did it.
Until they did it, and they was like, yeah, the parents of the bride supposed to do it. And I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that. So, so I'm looking at her like, shit, look, how you gonna get this wedding off the ground?
Right?
I'm not doing shit.
I ain't even had one.
So something I was just thinking about, right? I just came up to my mind. So I think a lot of time in relationships, when you're with your partner or whatever, at all times you got to consider their upbringings. Okay, so let's say if my old lady grew up where her mom and dad stayed together and they're still together now, but the dad just cheated all the time. Wasn't really a father, but they never stayed. They just stayed together. So a stigma will stay like that with my old lady, where it's like, oh well, I'm just gonna love you regardless of what you do, and blah 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 blah. But then when they be like, well, I'm looking for this kind of man. Like, how do you know what a husband's supposed to look like if you never even seen it within your own upbringing? So if my son grows up and see me cheating and dogging out my wife all the time, how's he really gonna know what a wife really supposed to look like and what a husband is supposed to look like?
That's the same thing with having a father in the home. You know, like I always say that too. Like, even if you're not there, like say like you and the old lady broke up or something like that, just having the presence of a man to help you raise your child is a big, foundation of somebody's early development in childhood. Because a lot of these women who I've talked to who don't have fathers in their lives, like you can tell, like they don't know what a man's supposed to be and what a man's supposed to look like. So when you talking to them and you showing them shit, either they super impressed with the basic shit or they just don't understand it. And it's kind of frustrating sometimes because just like, I had a 2-parent household, my stepmom and my dad, but it was just like that having my father around, seeing how he, ran the house, seeing how he did things, seeing how he respected my mom, how he treated my mom, how he showed her affection, how he showed his kids affection. It rubbed off on me to pass on to the next generation. And some of these people, they don't know that, male and female. So, and at a certain time, I feel like once you get older, there's no excuse. You have to learn from what yes, the foundation isn't there, but you can start your own foundation.
So what's your advice for two people who are together that got broken foundation? So neither one knows what a husband or wife supposed to look like or the upbringing.
The best thing I can say, and the best thing because I will only speak from the experience I've had with ex partners and stuff like that. I have an ex-wife that had 2-parent household, and I had a relationship that didn't have a 2-parent household. I would say to sit down and when you start seeing issues and problems arise, have a conversation. I think the biggest thing is communication, being able to communicate with each other. Like, well, I'm not used to seeing this, so bear with me a little bit. This is new to me. Or what you're telling me that you want me to do is new to me, so give me an opportunity to do that. But that person has to be open to take in that criticism, to say, hey, we both grew up in a broken home. I don't want that. So how can we change that? I guess that's the main thing. If you grew up in a broken home, why try to keep that generational curse going? Because that's a generational curse. So instead of trying to, relive in the footsteps of your family, from what you've seen, try to start a new norm. There you go. Start a new norm. Because a lot of people grew up in broken homes, and they saw that and they was like, I don't want that. I'm not going to be like that.
But sometimes that will put you in a bad situation too, because you be like, all right, I grew up in a broken home, but I'm not happy in my marriage, but I don't want to leave my kids in a broken home.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's I ain't gonna.
But he made a good point. Once you hit that certain age, that shit goes out the window. Because now you're a full-grown adult. No matter how bad your upbringing was, once you hit a certain age, it's like once you're at a certain age, you know better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know better. You may be like, well, my dad and my mom did it, whatever the case may be, and you acknowledge and you know that you didn't like what you saw. But if you continue to try to just basically continue that pattern on, when you're at an age where you know better, can't just say excuse. Can't be like, well, 10 years down the line while we married, well, I'm still cheating because, I'm just not used to this. And, my mom and my dad, I'm like, what, 10 years ago? Like, you're a full-grown ass 35, 36, maybe 40-year-old man, and you're still trying to say, because of my mom and my dad. You need to get some positive male role models. And if your dad or your mom wasn't in your life and they wasn't a positive influence, there are plenty of positive men influence around this world, whether you meet them in some at your job or the military or out there on the street. You can learn from a homeless person. It doesn't matter. You gotta find someone that you can model after if you didn't get it from your dad or your mom.
That's true.
You have to. So my main answer to the question is why men cheat and why women cheat. The baseline answer is simply because they are seeking something that they're not getting at home, whether it's right or wrong. And we just always keep that mentality because that's ultimately when it boils down to it. If a nigga always want to go fuck the females all day, all the time, maybe he would rather fuck his wife every single day, and maybe she's just not in the mood. And that's not for her to be his sex slave. But the answer
you signed up for when you get married.
Yeah.
What did you sign up for? You get married?
You signed up to get fucked. And goddamn clean, cook. Like, if he be like, man, the house dirty, and they be like, well, I don't feel like cleaning it. Why the fuck I get married to you? If I be like, I want some pussy, and he be like, I'm tired. Well, wake the fuck up. Like, I'm confused. Like, I don't understand the new woman logic. If he has an older woman will fuck you, suck you, and goddamn cook, and still go to work and do all this shit. Like,
and you don't think they gonna need anything from you other than dick? The older they are, they want more than just dick. Support. You think that's all they want because they can take it, but that comes with it. 9 times out of 10, that's all they know what they want. No, that's they gonna tell you what they want. You see, think about a younger woman. She ain't gonna tell you what she want. She gonna expect you to figure that shit out. Like, I'm not a fucking mind reader. I'm not a psychic. I'm not a goddamn genie. I'm not none of that shit. I can't figure out. You have to tell me what you want from me. An older woman that you can be like, sit down. I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that. If you can't support it, then you either gonna goddamn get out or you gonna goddamn. Sounds good.
I've been with older women, and I thought that they was gonna be a lot more like mature, like when it comes to like what they want. But maybe this is the toxic in me speaking. But I don't think women really know what they want for real. Like, I think they have an idea of what they want, but I feel as though, like, do they truly, when it comes to like a man, do they truly know what they want? Because I was trying to look it up. I was trying to find it. But the other day I was listening to Keith Sweat, the Sweat Hotel, and he had a topic about like, have you ever thought about stepping out on your husband or your spouse? And the woman had called in and she was talking about how her husband was a good man. He worked hard. He would buy her whatever she wanted. He took her on trips. You know, women love a good trip. He would take her on trips. He would do whatever she asked her. He would do whatever she asked of him. And then she turned around and said, well, there was this man at work. And once I heard that shit, man, I was like, man. Then I was like, let me listen. So I was like, all right, so let me see what she talking about this man at work. Well, the man at work, you know, he was just he was a good listener. He made me laugh all the time and things like that. So I started to develop an attraction for him. However, I didn't cheat. I was like, okay. Which she probably didn't. But I'm like, you just said all these good things about your man. Talking about how perfect. She basically said her man was perfect. Yeah. But yet she still felt this attraction that she wanted to step out on her marriage on this individual she worked with. So that goes to show right there that women don't know what they want.
So you just did a double standard. Not on your behalf, but by what she said. She said she had an attraction for him, but she didn't cheat.
But that's the thing, though.
Woman that.
No, but that's the thing though, right? As a man, if I go to a girl, let's say I'm in a relationship, if I go to her right now and say I got attraction for somebody at work, the first thing she gonna fucking say, well, you can't work there no more.
I mean, she can't say you can't work there.
Well, I mean, you know, but you know how women act. They be like, what the fuck, like you can't fuck work there no more. Well,
that's the contradiction.
Let me see this bitch. They gonna start popping up to your job, all types of shit to see who she is.
If a woman say that, it's not cheating. But if a man do the exact same thing,
it's cheating. It's cheating. That's what I'm saying.
You know what that's called to them? Emotional cheating. So she emotionally cheated her ass off.
Man, but the crazy thing is, like, it's different for like if a woman came up to me, well, my woman came up to me and was like, yeah, I'm attracted to this dude at work. I'm gonna be like, all right, cool. And then,
no, you not.
Bro, I don't be tripping, bro. I see shit in her phone. You know?
Oh shit.
I mean, I don't be tripping. You know, just
why you not tripping though?
I'm not tripping.
What's the real reason why you not tripping?
Okay, them niggas be ugly.
No. Okay, what else? I'll be honest with you. This is for me. For me, I would trip only if I know I'm doing my little thing on the side, and I'm kind of like starting to feel like, damn, she's doing the same shit I'm doing. So I'm kind of like tripping.
But why do we not trip? Even if we doing some shit too on the side, but why do we not trip? But if they doing some shit on the side, they still gonna trip regardless.
Yeah, they gonna act like they ain't do shit.
They act like she ain't. They gonna like,
look,
block her, delete her.
A woman will take this shit to the grave.
Bro, they gonna take this shit to the grave. You will never know.
Yeah. Women are emotionally unstable creatures.
They are.
Even if you find out, you might not still. You might. That's not how it went. They can literally be a video of her getting clapped, and she be like, that's not how it went.
Right.
Yeah, like
just like a personal story of mine. Like when I was married, I found this video in my ex-wife phone. I was gonna send it to you. Bitch, you weren't gonna send that shit to me. Get your stupid ass out of here. Bro, I was on the toilet. I was on the toilet taking the shit when I went through her phone, which I shouldn't have done. I was on the toilet taking the shit. And I was like, man, because she had two phones. And I'm like, man, I ain't stupid.
Oh, yeah. We already know. Everybody know two phones mean.
Right.
Unless you Kevin Gates.
I went through the phone. I saw that shit, bro. I was on the toilet crying like, what the fuck? I'm finna kill this motherfucker. I didn't kill her. She's still alive. But I was like, man, what the fuck? And I seen that shit. I woke her right the fuck up. I said, wait, what the fuck is this? Like, I was hurt. I was hurt. Even though I had just got done fucking the bitch like 2 weeks before I fucking came home. I was hurt. But then I was just like, if I would never went through her phone, I would never found out about it. It just would have been, I never did anything. And to this day, she still say she never did anything. But I'm just like, come on, man. Like, the all the facts ain't adding up.
That's why I tell everyone, if you look hard enough, you're going to always find something you don't like.
That's true.
No matter what. It can be a faithful person. You're going to find something you don't like. Rather it's, he liked the picture on Facebook. Okay. And only females care about that stuff. If I saw my wife liking pictures, okay, you like the picture.
Yeah.
If my wife saw Usher and she putting out like, oh my God, he's so fine. Okay, you ain't gonna never see this nigga. But let you go liking a picture of Rihanna and to my, she bad. Oh, I ain't bad enough? Like, come on, let's be realistic. The likelihood of us basic regular niggas being around Rihanna all by ourselves.
I might one day.
I mean, my cousin met Rihanna. He got a picture on Facebook and everything with her.
Yeah, but what's the likelihood of getting...
I know, right? If this blow up.
Hey, I'm like, come to the podcast.
Right.
What's the likelihood? What's the likelihood? Everybody has a celebrity crush. Even females do. They don't want to admit it because they don't want you to admit what yours is, and they get all up in their feelings. So just keep shit to yourself and mind your business and whatever.
Now let's go to our next topic.
Yes.
Being bored in a relationship. Like, as far as like being bored is concerned, like,
man,
go ahead. Take the mic.
Man, because I be seeing, and they say Instagram and like social media is the devil in relationships. But I'm telling you, I be on Instagram, man. Females be posting, man, I wish I was sucking some dick right now, man.
You sound like my ex right now, bro. She used to get on Instagram and see somebody on a trip and be like, why we ain't on a trip? Like, motherfucker, we got no money. That's why we fucking broke.
Shit, man, this is free.
Paying all these damn bills.
This shit free though.
Yeah, like, sucking dick is free, and you'd be surprised, man. Listen, I done met some women, bro, who like sucking dick,
bro, and then I told
you sucking the cum out my dick, bro. Like, I'm talking, I ain't even come yet. I can feel the cum coming out my shit. Bro, like, damn,
bro. I be talking to her and I be like, shit. Why would you like sucking dick like all these other girls? She be like, nobody likes sucking dick. I was like, I pull up a post, but look, she likes sucking dick, and she be like, like, you don't even got to do all that, just suck a dick. Like, you don't even got to be mad about it. If you just be like, all right, I'm sucking your dick more. I'm all right, cool.
Now,
so I want you to bring up a story that you brought up this week, and this goes into the whole boring thing. How, and if you feel comfortable with sharing the story.
I mean, I don't know what you're saying.
I'm talking about the
threesome.
Yes. So
man.
This story is a good story. I love this story, and this is why I actually picked this topic for being bored.
I ain't gonna say the other girl name because I forgot it.
Yeah, don't say her name. Don't say her name.
I don't even know the name.
Yeah, we ain't name dropping.
But yeah. So my old lady, set it up. We get there, walk in the crib. She got a little Blade trendy trench coat on. I'm like, shit. All right, bet. So, long story short, I fucked it up, but it shocked me.
And how
though.
do you fuck it up?
See?
Say it. How you fuck it up?
I raw dog. I raw dog.
And her rule was don't raw dog.
But she didn't make this rule clear though. She how, bro? Okay, so it's like that's a hidden threesome guide, rule book that no one. And I guess one of them is to use a condom.
Yeah.
Unless you're a porn star, then it's different. But I'm not a porn star yet.
Okay.
So she got there, she got mad, kept Shorty out, but it was just shocking that she actually set something like that up because she never did.
It was
like
fun.
That.
It was new.
It was fun. It was new, and I was like, even though she kicked the bitch out and threw my TV, threw my Xbox, and threw all my shit around the room, I was like, damn, I still fuck with it though. I'm like, you actually set some shit up. I'm like, okay, even though I ain't nut, but I was still shocked.
It was fun.
It was fun. It was new.
And then you look at years down the line, it's like
years down the line, I would never get some shit like that again. But I even I be bringing it. I don't even want to bring that up, but I be bringing up trying something new. Let's try something new. Let's do something fun. I got her a little Rose toy, she really won't be fucking with me like that. hey, shout out to the Rose.
Shout out to the Rose. The Rose, where is it?
I tried to get my wife one, man, and they hard to come by. I got shit.
Man, they not. Go on Amazon.
Bro, they got people selling them shits on Instagram.
Yeah, and they got them on Amazon too. They shipping.
Like, man, I ain't go cap, bro. Yeah, that's a story for another day. But yeah, so I be trying some shit. I'll try some shit. She don't use it. She'll throw it under the bed. She collect dust. And I be like, man, fuck it. I ain't gonna be spending my money on new shit. I brought some rope. My arms hurt. they too tight. They too tight. Goddamn, man. She threw the shit in the closet and never seen it again. I'm gonna order shit at. Goddamn, I be buying shit and it just, I'll buy some some ice hot. What's the shit? Icy hot.
Talking about the no, not icy hot, nigga. You gonna burn your damn dick off. You talking about I know you talking about the condoms or like the lube.
No. Yeah,
the lube that's it's like warm for you but cold for her or some shit like that.
Yeah, it's a sensation thing. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, but we used to fuck all the time, bro. We used to fuck all the time, but it just got to the point where it just
before kids or after kids.
Shit. Before the second one. The first one we was still fucking everywhere. Shit, but now it went to a point where we just. We went from having sex 5 times a week to goddamn 3 times a week to now one time. Maybe if I get 3, it's a good week.
That's what's up.
So no, it's not what's up.
No, I'm talking about if you get 3. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about something else right now.
Hell no,
I'm thinking about something else.
I feel like as you being married, you should I should be fucking goddamn at least 10 times a week.
No, that's not how it is.
Do you not have a job?
As the years go on, it does slow down some. Man. But at the same time though, this goes into being bored. Do you think that both of y'all are bored in some type of way?
Everybody got different sex drives though.
That's true.
Your sex drive might not be as high as my sex drive. Her sex drive might not be as high as somebody else's sex drive.
Hold on now.
Sex drive.
I'm just saying.
I would say because
so here's my thing, bro. Check this out, right? So here's my thing. The sex drive. Sometimes it ain't always the sex drive. It's all about the time that you actually have. Like I said, I have my own business. Sometimes I'm too busy doing things where I don't have time to be fucking 5 times a day. Not saying that I wouldn't want to get it 5 times a day. So you gotta be realistic. So if you work from 6 to 4, and she works from 6 to 5.
Okay.
But yet y'all got 2 kids in the house. But the way that you talk about you want to fuck, you gonna have some child neglect issues.
All right, think about it like this, right? Y'all fuck once when y'all wake up, morning sex. And then y'all fuck once at night before y'all go to sleep. How many times is that a week?
14 times a week.
Yeah, I just want 10.
But that's the thing though, right?
That sounds good.
It sounds good, but you gotta think about it. You be tired in the morning. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, if she suck my dick, bro, I ain't gonna be tired no more.
You know what's gonna happen? If
I wake up and she suck my dick,
I'm gonna answer your question. That shit sounds good. You know what's gonna happen? The exact same thing this topic is about. Eventually you're gonna get bored. Because you're gonna be doing the same shit.
And that's the thing. And this is also
gonna get bored.
That was just what I was gonna say. Over time, I get it. You trying to spice things up, but what I meant by boredom in general is are y'all doing things outside, but just besides you trying to have sex, that's gonna make her be like, I'm gonna go ahead and bust it open for him. Now I know you said that y'all used to go out all the time and go to the club.
I mean, but it's hard to do that shit with like kids. And
right,
shit.
and then I told you the whole babysitter thing. You know, he was like, it's $30 an hour. I was like, look, we spend money on bottles and shoes and hats and all that stuff all the time, right? Why not just take a couple of dollars, put it to the side, and be like, all right, on this day, we're gonna end up going out and do this. This is gonna be our day. You know, I'm gonna take you out. I'm gonna treat you to something nice. We're gonna have some fun, and then afterwards, you're gonna suck and fuck. But y'all married, so you can kind of proposition it like that.
But going out to the clubs and like a restaurant or a movie, like that shit is it's like
Too boring for you?
I mean, I don't want to say it's boring, but like
Bland?
it's just bland. Yeah, like
so what do you?
So it's all about just you.
So right. So what do you? Okay, so a trip is your idea. Of,
yeah, but it's hard to take trips when. And babysit ain't gonna stay there for a week.
So that's your old lady for.
But why get a trip? But why do a trip have to be a whole week? See, that's the thing that I think social media try to show us and make it seem like, oh, you got to be out the country or, you know, out for this amount of time. But honestly, you could take a day trip. You can drive up. Like for instance, like I know your family is in Norfolk. Yeah. So you can drive your family. You can drive, you know, the kids and stuff up there to be watched by a family member, or have your family member come down. Like, hey, I'm gonna give you some money. Just come on down here real quick. You know, watch them for like a weekend. I got you. Me and the old lady need to go out and go do something.
But that's another thing. Like it got to the point in our marriage where it's just like, even if we was to take a road trip, we're gonna be fussing. We're gonna be fussing about something. Like on the way to where we going, the destination, we're gonna be fussing. When we get there, you know, it might be all right, you know, while we out drinking, you know, then we got to drive back.
You gonna be fussing some more?
We definitely be fussing when we drive back, and that was like, we had nothing to look forward to.
But wow, what is it that y'all fussing about? What could y'all possibly fussing
give me an
about?
example.
I just turned to
I'm going off of your story, son.
Cause we could turn it to an intervention, but no, it's just, shit. But no, it's just, you know what all the couples fuss about. You know, bro, no marriage. I never seen anybody, and I put this on everything. I never seen anybody who was married who didn't fuss about something.
Yeah, I mean,
that's human.
That's natural, yeah.
Yeah, but why though?
But you don't have to.
Why? Like who want to live their life fussing?
But that's the thing, though, right? There's something from like Choose Your Battles, right? Like there's people who, I mean, women fuss. That's just what they do. Period.
Yeah, but so why do people want to be? Why do people want to deal with that?
When they get the fussing, sometimes this goes back to my favorite book.
What?
The way
Superior Man.
The way Superior Man.
I know the book by heart now. Yo,
they have a whole chapter on this though. They have a whole chapter on this. Like, you know, it talks about when you come home from work, you're supposed to have did something around the house, and your old lady start fussing about it. Mm-hmm. You know, smack on the butt, give her a kiss, and be like, "Come here." You know, like, and make her laugh. Do something to take her mind off of the situation. Because what it says what it says in the book is that even though she's fussing, there's another motive of why she's fussing. She's just picking this topic and what she's picking the fact that you didn't fix this as an issue to fuss about, but really it's something deeper of why she's fussing. She's not feeling fulfilled in something.
Right. It may not be what you didn't fix. Maybe it's the way that you responded about.
That too, and women test it. Women test our masculine.
I didn't go through 12 years of high school. Goddamn, join the goddamn service and do all this shit just to be testing some more. Like, bro, I've been taking tests all my goddamn life.
They do
life
it.
is a test though.
But they do it
I'd rather test myself than have someone beside me in my ear.
Be single.
But they do it. They do it unconsciously though. Like unconsciously, women test our inner masculine. They want to see how we react to things. Like even like when we're out and about, right, and somebody look at them. They know somebody's looking at them. They know somebody want to holler at them. Or even if we on the other side of the aisle, you know, not knowing that we together, and somebody walk up to her and talk to her. At the end of the day, she want to see how I'm gonna react. She want to see how I'm gonna respond to that type of energy. What am I gonna do as her man, so that she can be like, okay, note taken. Does he hold his composure and tell the person to keep it moving? Does he get all fucking buck wild and that crazy where he's like uncontrollable and I can't control him at this point, or does he not care at all? And I feel like they do certain things like that. To test our like I said, our inner masculine, to see where we at. So when your old lady start fussing at you, she's not fussing at you sometimes just to start an argument. She's fussing at you to see how your reaction's gonna be. And if you don't give her that reaction that she's looking for, and you change it with a different reaction, you'll change your whole mindset. She'll be like, damn, I didn't even get the reaction I wanted.
I mean, but you already know that's like me going up to a dog, but you know, I'm gonna test this dog. I'm gonna pull his ear and goddamn pluck his snout and see what the fuck he do. And we bite my ass, don't be mad because he bit me.
So let me ask you.
What shit is that?
Let me ask you, Rob. Do you feel like you can be bored sometimes with your relationship?
Yeah, of course.
And what certain things that bore you? You say what bore you?
It's like, okay, like, she want to watch certain shit on TV. Like, she want to sit there, lay down, and cuddle all freaking day. I ain't got time for that. I'll do it here and there, but I don't want to do it all day long. Especially with me being a man and provider, I don't have time in my day to cuddle 4, 5, 6 hours a day. I don't have time for that. Well, let's just relax and chill. Okay. Let's relax and chill, but we don't take care of these bills. Oops, I mean, I don't take care of these bills. My bad. So when shit hits the fan, so I like to cuddle and all that bullshit, but not all the freaking time. Because that's money out there to get made. And other people are like, oh, it's not about money. Okay, then go be homeless then. And be happy. Just be all in love and happy on the street when it's cold, with your kids, it's all poor, and y'all can't feed your kids. Because guess what? Money. Because guess
it's
what?
funny how he explained it.
But guess what? You know what? Money's not important. Who needs money, right? Who needs money? Don't go get your hair done. Just look like whatever. Because money's not important.
Next topic, can money buy happiness? But that's for another day.
Yeah, that's a topic for another day. Yeah, I definitely.
So yes, you can get bored. I can get bored sometimes. Sometimes you can get bored sexually, doing the same shit, the same position, the same, like, it's almost like when you already know, okay, when I go to bed, she's gonna be like, well, let's do this. I already know what the next position is, so I'm like, okay.
You already did before she even said it.
Yeah, you already did. You just,
You already know.
It's premeditated.
Yeah.
It's premeditated. Like, it'd be different. It's like, I'm fucking and she just turns and say, fuck my face. Oh, shit.
Right.
Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
And that goes
Eat
back.
my booty. Shit.
and that goes back to and that goes back to why men cheat. I'm just saying, cause you go to somebody different, it's like she be like, goddamn, spit in my mouth. You like, spit in your what?
Hey, I had somebody tell me spit in their mouth. I was like, okay.
Do I want to do this?
I agree with you, bro, but that's what communication comes into play. You can't sit there and play that. I'm going to assume that she know what I like and what nasty, freaking shit I want her to do. You got to find ways to communicate that. And if she chooses not to listen, then maybe you cheating or whatever is justified because you express the things that you like and what you desire, and she chooses to middle finger that.
If I ask my old lady to spit in her mouth, I can tell you right now what she gonna say. Nigga, who the fuck you been fucking? What the fuck you been watching?
I get it. Like, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I know I kiss my wife and I don't spit in my fucking mouth. To me, I'm like, man, you got me fucked up. I'm not that kind of freaky. So there are certain things you gotta be a little bit more understanding on what some people are just not willing to do. Because it's a level of either pain or it's just completely just gross. Like, you're not finna eat my ass and then try to kiss me.
I ain't gonna lie though. Like, hold on, pause. So I'm a freak, right? So I like that freaky shit. Like, you tell me do some shit to you, I'm gonna do it. Like, I just want to see if I like it or not. You know what I'm saying? You gonna do shit to me, I'm gonna let you do it because I might like. You know, except for pegging. I ain't gonna let nobody put their finger in none of my booty hole.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? You put tongue in that motherfucker now. But anyways, back. That's what I'm saying, though, right?
Anyway.
So, like, I think that, like what you just said, right? Like, you know, booty hole and kissing and all that, right? Like, I don't mind nothing in the girl mouth and then kissing her afterwards because that's my nut. Like, I don't give no fuck. Like, after she swallowed it, of course. I ain't trying to share it. But
I say you gonna be swapping that.
But I'm just like, you know, and that's what spices it up. That's what, you know, that's what keeps it interesting. That's what keeps the for the sex. As far as sex. Now, other shit, you know, you gotta just work on that. Like, if you're bored with other stuff. Yeah. But when it comes to sex, you gotta kind of like be spontaneous at a moment. Because if you don't, then it's just like, all right, we're doing it. Like you said, you're doing the same shit over and over and over again. Okay, I know to turn her over. I know to hit her from the side, all that bullshit. But when you start talking, like, even like sex language, like when you start talking dirty and saying different shit, like you fucking me like I'm a slut, you know what I'm saying? Or ooh, you nasty as fuck, or come in me, you know, shit like that. You know, like it's different because a lot of people don't do that. Like I know a girl who don't suck dick. And
I don't know that girl no more. Shit, that'll be me. I don't know her no more. Shit,
and it's funny because like you know she recently tried to do it, but she just can't get over the texture of it, like of the cum, of like pre-cum and cum and all that. Yeah, so that I was like, I was fascinated. I was interested.
Tell her to grow up.
I was interested because I was just like when she actually put her mouth on it, she was doing a good job. I said, okay, she got me aroused. She got me going a little bit.
Sound like it hurt.
No,
someone who don't suck dick.
She did like real slow. It was like real slow and sensual. I was like, okay, I like it. You know what I'm saying? It was like how like pornos was back in the 70s when
man. When they were just looking at it like
yeah, but then I know one woman, shit, she be sucking on the balls, make the Dawn dish soap. You know I love Dawn dish soap. Be having the Dawn dish soap subs on my dick in her hand and shit. I be golly,
But then you go home and goddamn your wife like, nah, I don't want to do it. Like, what?
She look at your dick and be like, she want to smell it. Like, motherfucker, put your mouth on this motherfucker. I'll smell coochie. Put my tongue on that motherfucker.
Man, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why you need to spice it up. Cause there's always someone out there who's gonna goddamn already be at that level. So you know, so you try to like what's the word called? Like get your wife to where the level of freaky that you want to be, or your girl, or whatever. So if she, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing this. You can be like, man, what the fuck are you gonna do then? Like you can do the same shit we did yesterday. Like it like only gets like that's a lot of shit out there you can do to like spice it up.
But I mean, I feel you, bro. If you want your old lady to do all that freaky shit, don't think just be like, oh, because I want her to do this nasty freaky shit, and think you don't got to tend to her emotional needs. Because if you really can connect with a female emotional needs,
that's true.
You can get whatever the fuck you want to.
You can.
But you can so put your dick in her ass and just suck your dick straight up.
It's almost like the art of seduction, right? Like you know, you feed them what they want emotionally, and they feed you what you want sexually.
Because when I was with my ex, and I did things that I thought I would never ever do, but I did it with her. She was able to connect to me in a way that made me feel comfortable. That could be as simple as how it looks down there, hygiene, and how they carry themselves will make you. Because if you don't wash yourself all the time down there, maybe it ain't the female that just don't like to suck dick. Maybe she tried sucking a lot of dirty ass dicks, and then she tried to come do with you, and before she even get a chance to even see what it is, she's like, and my last time I did this with somebody else, it was trash, so I'm good. I don't like sucking dick. Which goes back to the females don't really know what they want and what they really, really, really like, because they always try to level it and gauge it by what they had before.
That is true. Like women who be like, oh, you know, I don't like getting head because niggas don't know how to do it right, and then I get my ass down there. So another story. You know, you got suck on the clit, bro.
Sure, I don't goddamn. So I don't see where the emotional side, because if you fucking me good, you know, you doing without. I feel like it's like a give and take. You know, I'm not about to be emotional and all this shit to you all the time. You know, and give you wherever you want. But when I ask for some pussy, it's like I can't get it.
Are you really putting in that time to emotionally connect?
Bro,
you can't just be like, you look so pretty today, and for the next month you better give me the ass.
Bro, I can go out every fucking day of the week and get some new pussy. But I choose not to because I'm not.
But what can you do to emotionally connect every day instead of new pussy?
It's easier to get new pussy.
Do you bring home flowers?
Bro, last time I brought on flowers. Bro, the last time I brought on flowers, them shit sat there and goddamn was on the counter.
It don't matter. Just bring home some flowers.
Next time you want to suck your dick, it'll just sit there.
It's consistency too. But no, it's not even just doing it. It's consistency of doing it. They got to see a pattern. They got to see, okay, this is changed behavior. It's not just he doing this because he wants something.
I got one for you.
Right, what's up?
If your old lady, you're like, you know what? I'm just going to give you some hair and that's it. You ain't got to give me nothing back. Or would you be okay with that?
She won't do that.
No, you're not answering the question. You just give her head just so that you can satisfy and please just her.
Oh, talking about her? Oh, me give her? Oh, yeah.
And you'll be okay with
you know what's crazy? I like
and you'll be like, you know what? I'm glad that I'm able to do that for you, and I don't want nothing from you, right? Wait, right?
Yeah.
So why not? You know, let me get you some flowers. I don't need nothing back from you. I don't need no ass. I'm just doing it just because I just want to. Try doing shit like that. Imagine how much you get what you want without even have to ask.
Yeah.
So what you telling me, right? Give her some flowers, and then at night, just goddamn beat my dick.
No. Don't give her some, because now you're doing it for the wrong reason. It's not organic. Don't just give her a flower because you trying to, that's what we used to do in high school. I'm like, girl, let me take you out to eat. Man, I don't give a fuck about eating. I just want to beat the brakes off. But that's just a prerequisite just so I can get the ass. But now you're a grown man. That shit don't fly with a grown man.
It gets to a point where it's like, but we've been together for so long. That's what you do I feel like that's what you do at the beginning. You know, you do shit like that at the beginning. You know,
like
flowers and wine.
No, you do that, period. It don't matter how long.
But it gets to the point where, and
this goes back to what I was saying.
Trying to keep winding down.
When you see, like, I've seen marriages that's people been married for like 50 years. I've seen marriages where people been married for a couple of years. I've seen, vice versa. I've seen both sides of that. I've seen a man who didn't do shit for his old lady and seen her leave eventually, and I've seen men who do shit for their old lady and do it in consistency, and they enjoy every bit of it every time they do it, because it's not. You gotta think about it. This goes back to what we said in the beginning. Mm-hmm. You have to keep things up there. 5 years from now, like you said earlier, 5 years from now, you're not gonna be the same person. So you have to you certain things you have to keep. You have to be consistent with, because then they know that that's what you do.
All right, but every female, you can keep it, keep the level of intimacy up there, but it still might not work out. Like, okay, so your ex-wife, right? Did you, bring flowers, do all that?
Okay, yeah.
But you still got divorced.
Okay.
So it was something in the middle of, like, it wasn't like just all fucking just happy.
But I wasn't buying her flowers just so I can save my marriage. I wasn't buying her flowers so I can get some ass.
I'm just saying, like, your marriage is not saved by the flowers. Or
because that's just who I am. I was being myself. Just because you be yourself with someone doesn't mean you should stop being it.
Let me tell you something. Any woman that you're dealing with, that it don't matter if let's say you got a divorce today and you start being out in the streets, you start dating people, right? Eventually they're gonna be like, what? I'm giving you coochie, right? Not saying that that's what they're thinking, but in a sense they are. I'm giving you me. What are you doing for me? What are you doing to give to me as the man? And it's just the thoughtful shit. Like, bro, like, it's crazy how you hold the door for a woman or you pull her chair back at a restaurant and they're like, yo, you a good man, you a good ass man. But this is stuff
knowing you ain't shit on the inside.
But
man, all women are the same, bro.
But okay, so no. Listen, and I have something for this. If all women are the same, then all women want flowers. All women want a date night. All women want the affection. All women want the emotional connection.
And all women, after you give them all that shit, they gonna still goddamn be mad about something that you didn't do.
But you have a tattoo mentality. You think just because you do that once and you got that tattoo that one time, it's supposed to stay there permanently. No, just like
that's usually what a tattoo is.
Huh?
That's usually what a tattoo is.
No, but you can't have a tattoo mentality, because just because I got this tattoo 5 years ago doesn't mean I can just all of a sudden be like, you know what? I ain't gotta do nothing else no more because I've done it once.
I'm not saying once though. You can do something for a long period of time. You gonna stop doing it once you realize that the women that you're doing it for is ungrateful.
Now, okay, I will agree with that. If you do it for a person who is ungrateful, you stop wanting to do it in general.
Or just leave them. Because if you gotta stop doing something you enjoy doing, you don't even need to be with them. Might as well just leave. Don't just stop. Stop the whole relationship.
So my thing is, if I was to, this is gonna be funny. This is gonna be funny, but I feel like I'm still in my situation, because if I wasn't in my situation, I would have about 5 kids, maybe a couple more. I goddamn have. I'll be at a fucking urgent care every goddamn week, because I have so much built up inside of me that if you let me loose. Bro, if I was to go loose, bro, I would be fucking literally everything walking, bro.
But I'm loose, but I keep everything. I just do it safely. That's a difference.
See that? See,
You're not.
I've been fucking my wife for the last goddamn. Bro, I ain't about to goddamn be like, hey, my old friend. You goddamn put my shit back on. Fuck.
Hey, stink.
Hey, stink. Hell no, bro. This is like, bro. I've been locked up so long that I will go crazy, bro. I'll be out there. So that's why I'll be trying to chill. You know, I'll try to make it right. You know, make it right at home. But you know, sometimes you just
maybe your problem is you don't have patience. You don't allow things to manifest. You ever think that?
But he don't add. I would say that too, but I also would say that sometimes he don't add anything to make things manifest. Like you don't add the essential ingredients to make things kind of manifest.
I can see this being you.
And this goes into like the whole flowers and all that stuff, and
This
like
is you.
just doing like just little random acts of kindness. If you think
I do. So I gave my kids a bath the other day because my wife usually.
Wait.
I'm listening.
No, I'm listening, but I have something to say with that too. But go ahead.
I'm just saying. So usually, you know, we got a routine. You know, I'll pick them up from school. You know, I come home. You know, I fix my daughter something to eat because she always fucking hungry when she come in the crib. And you know, by the time she finish eating and shit, you know, my wife is usually at the crib. So it's like I don't really. Then she'll like give them bath and then she'll cook. But I was like, you know what? She always doing it. So you know, I fix food. You know, as soon as she finish eating, like I tried to like hurry up. You know, I gave my daughter a bath, my son a bath, put pajamas on, and then she walked in the door. She was like, "Oh, you gave them a bath." I was like, "Yeah." You know, cause you know we got a routine. You know, it's not like I just be like, "No, I ain't giving them a bath." But we got a routine on how shit goes. Just like we got a routine every night, and me not getting no ass. So I was like, "All right, cool." And you know, and I still didn't get no ass that night, by the way. But I do random shit. But I wasn't even mad about me not getting no ass that night. I was mad about me not getting no ass for the whole week.
Now I would say this too, right? Like, is that even her love language? And this goes into like, even though you did it for her and you did that, like that might not even be her love language.
But we had this whole conversation. I was like, "What's your love language?"
Do she know her love language? Like,
She
did
didn't
she take
know
the test?
She don't know what the fuck that is. She had to look up what love language was.
She needs to. So y'all both need to sit down. No, y'all both need to sit down.
I told her what her love
and
language
you go
was.
online and take the test.
I know her love language.
How? You can't tell her what her language
You
is.
can't. Look it up. I'm telling you, they have questions. It's like 20, 30 questions that you ask.
She give me hints of what her love language is.
No, actually, bro, it's so
She has
simple.
to take the test.
Just go, bro. You literally can just. I'll show you right here.
Let me tell you.
I'm listening.
So if I'm asking for sex, or I'm asking like, you know, for her to like hold me when I'm sleeping, or if I ask her to give me a hug, give me a kiss,
That's your love language.
that's physical touch.
Right.
But if she always saying no, but if she knew what love language was, she would know physical touch was my love language because I'm always
Right.
But she ain't gonna tend to your love language.
I'm telling you though, her love language is affirmation. So she won't.
How do you know that?
Because she'll be like, you don't ever.
No.
She'll look on Instagram or some shit. She'll be like, you telling these girls they bad, they cute. You don't ever tell me. Or she'll be like, you don't ever tell me I look good in this. You don't ever tell me I look good in that. She always telling me I don't never tell her.
But that doesn't mean that's her love language.
But technically,
But
that's what it is.
you're not Gary Chapman. That's the person that wrote the book, Five Love Languages.
He's like, who is that?
Like Gary Coleman.
So for y'all that don't know,
it's so simple.
Bro, I know what her love language is. I need to get the iPhone.
that's your
to tell me what her love language
problem.
is.
Stop saying you know it when you really don't.
I
You
know
see,
what her
and
love
this
She
is-
has to
language
take the
is.
test.
And this goes.
I know
That's
what her
why
love language
she.
is.
No, you don't. Let her take the test.
Oh my God.
Let her take the test.
Both
Now
of y'all
you
take the test.
for
Bro.
her.
Cause I know physical touch is my love language, but the only way I was able to confirm my other love language, because it's more than just one love language.
Bro. That's like going to a fucking psychic and ask them a question. They be like, someone's going to do something nice for you today, bro. And then somebody do something fucking nice to you because that's what's gonna happen anyway. So, bro, that fucking love language phone shit, bro. They gonna take you a bunch of bullshit just so you can be like, oh, my love language. I got 5 love languages. No, you don't. You got fucking 1 love language. I can tell you your love language. I know your love language is physical touch.
Physical touch, you ready? But I have another love language.
What's your other love language that the phone told you?
The phone didn't tell me. But when they ask you questions, you be like, oh, I like this. I don't like this. And this, that, and the other. I like gifts. I like for somebody to do shit for me.
You know that before you look at your phone?
I mean, yes, but what I'm saying though is that when you do these tests and shit like that, you gotta think about it, man. You gotta kind of finesse it. When you do these tests with your partner in front of your partner, now they know exactly what you want, and you know exactly what she wants.
I told her what my love language was. I said physical touch. You think she physically touched me after I told her that?
Yeah, she physically assaulted your ass.
Right? Yeah, she touched me. All right.
All right. Yo, you gotta have to be continued on that one. I'm gonna say
This man always gotta fucking go. Like, you always gotta go. You always late, and I'm just here.
I told you, this nigga always gotta go.
Damn.
This nigga gotta be on the move.
Right.
This nigga
can't
shows up
move.
late. I'm the punctual guy. You tell me what time to be there, I'm gonna faithfully and loyally be there. Don't try to flex my loyalty because you don't want to be loyal to the time you're supposed to be here.
You need to just set a whole block where you be like, Saturday from 2 to 6, I'm busy.
But see, this one he'll fuck it up at. All right, you'll say Saturday 2 to 6, and I'll be like, okay, cool, I'll make that work. He shows up at 5 o'clock, and now you're gonna be mad because I leave up at 6.
But then I'd be mad that he be late.
No. See, you say 2 to 5, I might be here like 3:30, 4.
No, you gonna be here
That's
at
the problem.
3.
And it makes me look like the bad guy because I gotta leave.
Because at least you got 2 hours.
Bro, I was here at 2:30.
Bro,
I was here at 2:30. It's 5 o'clock.
Why you here at 2:30 and it should start at 3:30?
Because I was planning to be here at 3 like the original time discussed. I was being punctual and on time.
Yeah, your ass is early. That's what it is. Your ass be early and then be mad because you been here long.
No, I was projected to be here from.
Of course you can be here a long time.
I was projecting to be here from 3 to 4:30. That's an hour and a half. It's 5 o'clock.
Man.
So I allotted almost 2 hours. But your lateness.
Oh yeah.
Your lateness is wild. Your ability to not give a fuck about. This is why you have problems. Your ability to not give a fuck about nobody else. Feelings and thought process, and you say, I'm just gonna show up when I feel like. So you just gonna give flowers when you feel like it, whenever you see fit, and then those flowers dry out and they ain't the way that you like them, and whatever, you gonna get mad because you ain't getting no ass, and then you gonna blame everybody except for the nigga that picked out the flowers.
All right, so I was here the time I said I was gonna be here.
What was the time that we said?
What do y'all mean?
What time did we say?
Bro, if I was like, hey man, I got to go and take a shower, I'll be around 4 o'clock.
Can I tell you
I
how?
here at 4 o'clock.
Let me tell you how it all started. It started with me driving to Riverside to go for a run, and he calls me and says, "Hey, what you doing?" I'm like, "Finna go for a run." Man, I was gonna come over early. Me and the old lady got into it. I had to leave. I'm like, this was exactly what I told him before he left, before he got to my area. I said, bring you a change of clothes. That way you can just shower here and change.
Bro, imagine what it look like, right? If I go in the crib, bring a change of clothes, and I can say I'm gonna take a shower at Jones' crib. First of all, I'm already having enough shit going on at the crib for me to goddamn go pack and spend a night bag.
But why would she be alarmed? Why would she be alarmed about an easy, simple pack bag? I mean, the only way she would ever be alarmed.
Easy, simple pack bag is a spend a night bag. That's just a
okay, but you know, she wouldn't have no reason to be alarmed if she never experienced it before. It's not like you done it before and actually did it. So why would she be alarmed?
What do you mean?
I can go pack a bag right now and my old lady just gonna be like, oh, so you just gonna leave the house? She ain't gonna think I'm going out there doing anything.
Yes, she is.
Bro, she definitely gonna do it. But if I go in the house, what it happened before, I went out one night. I went to the house and brushed my teeth. I just want to brush my damn teeth. My breath was a little tart. I was drinking all night. My breath was a little tart. Okay, with 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that.
Yo, that's funny because that actually happened to me before.
That probably happened to you and them for real, but
I came straight home and brushed my teeth.
Really? It was because you just wanted to brush
I just got to eat some coochie. I'm like, damn, I don't smell coochie on my breath. Nigga, let me brush my teeth real quick. Oh shit!
Toxic ass podcast.
Toxic ass podcast, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and cut it off from here.
We didn't finish our other topic, but we're gonna.
No, we're gonna actually the next 3 topics is gonna be covered into like our whole dating topic. Because I'm the single one, so I can talk more about
catfish stories.
I do too. I got a few catfish stories. But hey, this has been a Toxic Ass Podcast. Thank you for coming through today and listening to us and watching us. I gotta leave us with an untoxic message. Just take the time to listen to your partner. Love your partner, respect your partner. Don't be out here doing God knows what, because you don't want to bring nothing home. I would say if you have issues with your partner, try therapy, try counseling. Try, the Bible, whatever religious entity that you follow and worship. Just try something, because what's worse than losing is not trying at all. So this has been the Toxic Ass Podcast. We had a good time today. We had some great topics. My two great and energetic and late and too early co-hosts, please introduce yourself. Give y'all Twitter handles, y'all Instagram handles, all that, please.
Same old, Slim Rob. Even though I'm a little chunky, you can check me out.
My boy ugly as hell.
You can check me out on For Heaven's Bakes. Check out my little baking business. It's blowing up, so hit me up.
Yeah, First Kings on Instagram, the first_Kings. We're gonna be on TikTok real soon. Make us a TikTok Toxic Ass Podcast. Yeah, man. Just keep on following and subscribing. And just stay tuned for some more. It's just my real life, but Toxic Ass Podcast. My life is just toxic. So. Just keep subscribing.
Absolutely. And you can follow the Toxic Ass Podcast Instagram page at Toxic Ass Podcast, Toxic space Ass space Podcast. You can follow the YouTube page at The Toxic Ass Podcast. We're going to be posting episode 3 and 4 within this week. Also, we want to make sure that we just keep getting feedback. I would love to have guests on. If you have any topics that you want to hear, if you want to just come on and just talk your shit, you want to call in, talk your shit, let me know ahead of time. You can reach me at BIG. This is my Instagram, BIG__REGG. You can find me on there, or you can hit up one of these gentlemen and we'll get something started. So this has been Toxic Ass Podcast, and thank you for having you out and listening and watching.